Hello, hello, hello. This is Crystal Cotton. I'm so glad you are here. Today we're going to have a special treat with my buddy Rogelio Diaz, and we're going to talk about belief and how important it is for us today. I'm so glad you're here.
There
I'm
we
so glad
go.
you're here. Your energy, I love you
Me
so
too,
much. So
buddy.
how's your day?
It's all love, man.
Good.
Every day's the best day of my life, Crystal.
Awesome, awesome. See, that's what I love about you. You really got it going on with that belief. So let's talk about it. We're not going to go for a long time, but let's definitely talk about that belief. So,
Let's get it.
you are amazing. I mean, your content has been on Instagram. You have really been knocking
Oh,
out the
thank
park,
you.
just in terms of your passion, in terms of your story. So why don't we start out by just sharing with us, kind of what got you on this path to really want to help people to understand belief. Like, tell us a little bit about how you got started.
Thank you for that question, my friend. So, yeah, Crystal, I used to, many people don't know, I used to be an alcoholic. I was lost. I was drinking every other day. I was drifting through life, guys, and I had no purpose. I was just a regular guy partying every weekend. Um, and what really changed me was it wasn't even like a dark night, it was more like a dark month of the soul. Right?
Right.
I'm sure you guys understand.
Mm,
So what happened, Crystal, what happened, guys, is that everything hit.
mm.
Everything. I really realized where I was at in my life with the alcohol. I realized, and then I found out that my girlfriend was cheating
Oh
on
my
me, the girl that I
God.
loved. Yeah.
Oh,
So I got cheated on, right? It
right.
hurts. It hurts, my friend. I got cheated on. I was an alcoholic. I got a DUI that cost me
Oh my
10K, which I had to borrow from my parents. Um, I had a breathalyzer in my car because otherwise I couldn't drive from the DUI. So I had to blow every
God.
time
Oh my
I drove.
gosh.
I was broke. My back got injured. I have two slip discs,
Mm,
Crystal, from working. So I can't work. I have no money. All the money's gone from the
mm,
DUI. And I'm left with myself in my room for hours. My parents are out
mm.
working. They're trying to make
Right.
money for the
Right.
bills, and all I have is
Mm.
myself. All my friends left too. All my
Oh,
friends cut me off. Everything at
mm.
once. At once,
That's
guys.
pretty dark.
So you can
That's dark.
dark,
Yes.
right,
Yes.
Chris? You can just imagine, buddy, how much pain was felt in that month, in that time period. So, and I had no one. I had no one but myself, and I had to dig myself out of that dark place and realize that if I don't change, if I don't do something, this is going to be the rest of my life,
Mm, mhm,
right? Well, I was a loser. What can I
right.
say? I was a
Mm,
loser. And when everything changed, Crystal, was the day that I ran into this one video on YouTube. I was fed up. I was just so fed up with my
right.
life, with where I was at. And I saw this YouTube video that was called "Why I Have No Friends."
Answer the question of life. Why don't I have any friends? Okay.
Right, bro? So yeah, the universe sent this video right in front of me, and I watched it.
Mm,
And it was the first time I ever watched. It was actually a personal development video,
mhm,
and I've never learned. I was never into learning. I was never into any kind of growth.
mhm,
But once I saw this guy speaking, and he was my first mentor, by the
mhm,
way, I was
mm,
hooked on knowledge. I was hooked on that other side of life, not so much this wasting time side.
mhm,
But I began to learn every day. I began to gain new
mhm,
knowledge, and then that changed my thinking patterns. That I took new actions,
mhm,
and that's what really got the ball rolling. Long story
mhm.
short, to where we're at now, where I went from that to being a personal
Oh
trainer and
wow.
owner of a studio, and yeah, yeah, thank you,
Mm.
Chris. And now, but that whole new foundation collapsed. So another dark night of the
Ah,
soul 5 months
ah,
ago that I
ah,
actually had.
ah.
Yeah,
Not again. Not again.
yeah, it broke me, my
Mm-hmm.
friend. I mean, again, to work so hard to come from that,
Mm-hmm.
to be an
Right.
owner, to be and to make actually be making money, to again strip down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
back in my parents' house, and here I am, square one, have to start
Oh my
all
gosh.
over again.
Right. That's
So
tough.
now we're at.
But not the
Yeah,
message. I mean,
Crystal.
you're just out here and people are seeing you. You can be that, you're like that guy now. Somebody's out there, scrolling through Instagram and then bam, there's Rogelio telling it like it is, like his story and how everything happened.
Aw.
Like what put that fire in your heart to reach out and share your story with people?
Hmm. Okay, my friend. Okay. So what really there's a saying, Chris, what your purpose is something is what keeps coming right back in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
What keeps pulling you back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I tried to be an influencer, I failed. And this is the second time. This is the second time me trying.
Mm-hmm.
And people kept reaching out to me, Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the blue, I would be making random posts on
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, still trying to motivate people, but I was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And people would reach out to me, Roy, you inspire the hell out of me. I love your
Right.
videos. Like, thank you so much.
Right.
They would hear my story. And it's like, okay, why is this being presented to me
Right.
over and over and
Right.
over, right,
A
Chris?
message.
So guys, the messages are there. You can't help but you can't ignore them. They're right in front of you.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's why I started, and I know what it feels like, Crystal, to have no one guide you, to have just you. And I'm like, one of my missions is to make sure nobody feels the pain that I felt,
Mm.
because I know how much that shit
Right.
hurts.
Right.
And I know any guidance, having anybody next to you, knowing that what you're going through,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that you're in these dark
Right.
moments, but you know
Right.
what? I got you.
Right.
I got you.
Right. Right. That's amazing. That's so nice. So let's talk about belief. We were talking about belief. That was our topic. Let's talk about it. Your
Yes.
story is so interesting. You have so many things going on. We'll talk about
Uh,
everything. We'd be all day. So let's talk about beliefs. What are
yeah.
some of the beliefs? Why don't we do this? Why don't we talk about what are some of the beliefs that you had before the change, and then what are some of the new beliefs that you developed that helped to pull you out of that dark time into where you are today?
Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So yeah. So I used to believe that I wasn't abundant. I used to believe that I just had I I wasn't gonna get far in life. I was just gonna I was gonna just work the rest of my
Mm-hmm.
life. Get a house.
Mm-hmm.
Just I didn't really have any
Mm-hmm.
ambitions, Crystal. And I believed that I had bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
I believed that the world was out to get me.
Mm-hmm.
I believed that I was a victim of my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I believed, again, just really low frequency core
Mm-hmm.
values, because beliefs kind of correlate with core
Mm-hmm.
values. So I didn't have any belief in myself,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So no confidence. I believed I was just this insecure
Mm-hmm.
guy that just wanted to drift. I wanted the easiest way to make money.
Don't we
I was
all?
playing the lottery.
I've given up looking for that one. Yes.
Right, we all try at one
Right.
point though. But so I went from low self esteem, from again my beliefs that I couldn't achieve anything in life. I couldn't achieve much in life, bro. So I went from that to now having, I believe, I sincerely, from the depths of my soul, guys, I believe I can do anything,
Amazing.
anything.
Awesome.
To go from that place of just darkness to light, where I believe I can do anything. I believe every day is the best day of my
Mm-hmm.
life. I believe that no matter what happens to me, everything always works out in my
Mm-hmm.
favor. I I have complete faith, and I have no doubt that everything right now is all happening for my highest good, buddy.
That's amazing. So was there a point, do you remember, was there like a trigger or a moment in your life where you were like, like, oh my gosh, you know what? This is it. I can do anything. Like, or was it just a kind of a slow accumulation of personal development, and then you kind of slowly had some successes and developed that belief? Like, how did that
Mm.
come about for you?
So yes, I love that. I love that. What really kind of sparked it off and got my attention was when I started learning about the law of attraction, how the universe works,
Mm-hmm.
and I manifested 4 personal training clients in one week.
Oh, so you put that stuff to work, huh? Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I'm like, whoa, what is going on? It worked. Like, I was saying
Like,
it, but I
woo.
wasn't sure, right?
Right.
Exactly. But what really got me believing that, Chris, that I can do anything is I was asking for a multi-millionaire mentor. I manifested him.
Ooh.
I was asking. It's crazy, Chris.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
wait a
wouldn't.
minute.
People
Let
would
me
think.
take some notes here. Wait a minute. Tell me about it. Right, I got my
Literally.
notebook. I got my notebook.
Go for it, bro. Yeah, go for it. But yeah, Chris. Like, I everything I was asking for, and but the biggest thing, I manifested a personal training studio. I
Wow.
didn't have the money, but my millionaire mentor did, and
Wow.
the universe has a funny way of just
Yes.
connecting the dots.
Yes. Awesome.
So that's when you're like, okay, how do you not believe when you have this? You're
Exactly.
seeing the physical manifestation.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, this is awesome. This is so good. So listen. What advice do you have for the person who's out there now that's listening and they're like, okay, yeah, I know that worked for him, but I don't really know where to start. I don't, what do I read? Do I read The Secret? Do I watch a movie? Like, what can I do today? Because, the world right now is a dark night for a lot of people. And so
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
that
Chris.
strand that we can give to people to say, here, hang on, what's that rope we can throw to them? You know what, just grab hold of this knot right here and you'll be okay and start climbing. What would that be?
Okay, yeah, buddy. So for that, it's funny. We as humans, we make everything so
We
complex.
do.
And I'm sure
Yes,
you heard
yes, we
that.
do.
So we have all the answers.
Mhm.
Literally everything we have, all the questions that we have the answers. We know where to start, but it's the confidence, it's
Mm,
the faith that's the action you receive is going to be the right
mm,
action. A lot of times we doubt
mm,
ourselves, so we might have the answer, but we don't believe in ourselves
mm,
enough to act on
mm,
it.
mm, mhm,
So the question that I would, if I was in that situation, right, if I was to go back in that, what's my next logical step?
What's the
What
next step?
do yes, next logical step,
Mhm,
Crystal. What is the first thing in front of you that you can do today, tomorrow, to get you even 1%
mhm,
closer to where you want to
mhm,
be? And you got to know where you want to go.
mhm,
You got to know where you want to
mhm,
go. But usually, anything that levels you up, anything that can cause any type of progression, even if it's watching a YouTube
mhm.
video that gives value, what's that one thing that you can do that you know has been on your mind? Maybe you've been procrastinating to do it.
I can think of a
What's that
couple.
one thing?
Right, right, right.
I love the honesty. But that's what it is. What's in front of you? What's the first thing in
Mm,
front of you that can get done today, tomorrow? And I promise you that will create momentum. You will know the next step after you do that first one,
mhm.
and you will start to slowly but surely create a little path
Right,
and a
right,
destination for
right.
yourself.
That's amazing because a lot of times the first step is just for people to get to a point where they believe that they can have something other than what
Yeah,
they're sitting in
exactly.
right now. And then you just
Exactly,
say, okay, you
Crystal.
know what? Here's where I'm at. What tools do I have? What skills do I have? What talents do I have? What research do I have? What's the next thing I can do? That's perfect because then they can take those little
Right?
baby steps and be where you are. So I know we weren't gonna make this long, but I gotta ask you to go ahead and make a shameless plug. Tell us about that book you got out there.
Which one? I have
Which
a
one?
couple,
He's an
Crystal.
accomplished author. He has so many books. He can't even tell you which one. Tell us about the one that you want us to know the most about today.
Okay, let's talk about Fighting in the Dark. It's a free audiobook that I created for anybody to
Okay,
have.
awesome.
And
Free.
again, as free, my
Okay.
friend, as a gift, to give back, buddy.
Awesome.
So Fighting in the Dark is it's funny how it correlates with everything we just talked about with my story and with what people are going through in these dark
Mm-hmm.
times. It's how to not be the victim of your life.
Right.
It's how to take control of your reality
Mm.
and do not to accept what life
Mm-hmm.
is giving you
Mm-hmm.
or what's being thrown
Right.
at you, right?
Right.
So and it teaches you the power of knowledge. Like if you knew how much information can change your DNA, you can activate your
Mm-hmm.
DNA, and you would be reading books every day.
Right.
You would be learning knowledge every
Right.
day
Right.
because there's so much more to it.
Yes.
Um, and I people don't know,
Yes.
Crystal. I literally brainwashed myself into where I'm at
Yes.
now because the repetition. I'm hearing new
Right.
content. I'm listening
Right.
to new
Right.
audiobooks, reading new
Right.
books every
Right.
day, And that's why fighting in the dark, and the reason I called it fighting in the dark,
Mhm.
is because that's how life can feel sometimes,
Yes.
guys. You
Yes.
know, you want to progress, but like you can't see where you're
Right.
going. You feel so
Right.
lost, and that's why I called it that. But that's what it is. It's for people that are going through dark nights of the
Mhm.
soul, people that feel
Mhm.
lost, people that want to gain more
Mhm.
confidence, people that are just fed up with where they're at
Mhm.
in life and they want
Right.
change. Their soul is screaming
Right.
change. So yeah, buddy, that's Fighting in the Dark would probably be one of the best audiobooks you can listen
Fighting
to
in
from me.
Fighting in the dark. So you guys get that, fighting in the dark. So how can we get our hands on we got our hands up, we ready to fight in the dark. How can we get our hands on fighting in the dark? Tell us how to get it.
So there's several ways I can make a post about it easily right after this
Okay.
live on my
Okay,
Facebook.
let's do that.
Um, we can do that. That's it, simpler. And yeah, I mean, just go to my Facebook. You'll see the link right there. It'll take you to there. All you have to do is type $0 in the money
Okay.
box, and it's yours for free.
Awesome, awesome. So there you go. Upgrade your life for free right here, Mr. Rogelio Diaz. Anything else and anything else you want to share with us? And I have to make sure. Am I pronouncing your name right? Because this has been going to town. Is it Rogelio?
Close,
Close.
Crystal. Rogelio with
Huh?
Rogelio with an
Rogelio.
H.
Oh, okay. I gotta get my
It
Rogelio.
gets
Okay.
tricky. It gets
Well,
tricky.
Rogelio Diaz, thank you for joining us. Any final words for the viewers here? Anything you want to share with us?
Yeah, Chris. Just no matter what, never give up on yourself. Never. You're the only thing you got. You're all that you have when you look in the mirror. Never
Yes.
give up on yourself, my
Yes.
friends.
There you have it. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you. Appreciate
Thank
your
you,
message.
buddy.
Appreciate your life and appreciate just the connection
Uh,
that we have had here together. I know you're going to have much, much success. Thank you so much for
you
joining
too,
us.
my friend.
All righty.
Thank you for
You're
having me,
welcome.
buddy.
Okay. Bye now.
Love.
Bye.